you could be held liable for mortgage fraud that your mortgage agent committed. Now you could say, I didn't know they were doing, and that very well might be true, but the courts may not let that pass. Mortgage fraud is on the rise, and I'm not just talking about fake pay stubs, fake employment letters. We're talking these companies setting up fake call centers to double down on the fake pay stubs and on the fake employment letters. And because you're the one that's receiving all this money, you can't just say, oops, I didn't know. So what are 3 things that you can do to make sure this doesn't come crashing down on you? Well, 1, speak to multiple mortgage specialists. Now you might be thinking, but I already spoke to one. I gave them all my documents. I don't have to do this again and again and again. To which I say, the first one's the toughest. The second one gets easier. And then before you know it, you've got 3, and the third one is raising themselves, running around the house, and you don't know where they are half the time. But seriously, you don't need all 3 to pull your credit report. Just have a conversation with them. If 2 of the mortgage specialists that you spoke to have approved you for, say, $500,000, and the third one comes and says, I'll approve you for $900,000. Go ahead and put your hard-earned money into that deposit, into that new place that you wanted to buy so badly. You have to question that. You have to question that. A good rule of thumb is that most lenders will lend you around 4 to 4.5 times your gross annual income. If it's way more than that, something's wrong. Number 2, try not to work with agents that are dual licensed. So you have a mortgage agent who is also a real estate agent. They have more motivation to falsify your information, especially if it's been an arduous process of helping you find your home and they just want to get you across that finish line. I'm not saying that 100% will, but there's definitely more motivation for them to do it. Number 3, and this could be number 1, don't commit mortgage fraud. Now I know what you're thinking. I'll just go to one of the big banks and that'll make sure that I'm protected from mortgage fraud. Well, mortgage fraud happens at every bank. They just caught 10 of HSBC's locations in the GTA committing mortgage fraud. I didn't even know HSBC had that many locations in the GTA. Most of the time you to get money from there, you gotta drive like 3 hours to the nearest ATM. And even that's generally not working, which is also why they're now owned by RBC. So all of the workers that were there at HSBC, they now work for RBC because that's what you get. So if you don't want to get thrown in jail, or worse, be an employee of RBC, then don't commit fraud, especially mortgage fraud. And for more content like this, hit the follow button. Thank you for watching.